Welcome to Honest Faith Daily. I'm so glad you're joining us today. Grace, it's always a joy to sit down with you. We're here to share honest, daily biblical faith. Today, let's talk about doubt. Is it wrong to doubt God?
Oh, James, I'm glad you brought this up. I've been wrestling with this lately. Sometimes I question if God's really there, or if He's listening to my prayers. I feel guilty for even thinking that way. Isn't doubt like a sin or something?
I hear you, Grace. That guilt can weigh heavy, can't it? Let me start by saying, you're not alone. Doubt is something many believers face. Even some of the heroes in the Bible. Think about Thomas in John 20. He didn't believe Jesus had risen, not until he saw the scars himself. Yet Jesus didn't condemn him. He met Thomas right in his doubt.
Really? That's comforting to hear. But I still feel like I'm failing. Like I should just trust God more. Why is it so hard sometimes?
That's a real question, Grace. Doubt often comes when life feels uncertain, or when God seems silent. It's not the same as unbelief, though. Unbelief is a choice to reject God. Doubt is wrestling with questions. It's like you're saying, God, I want to believe, but need help with my questions.
That's exactly how I feel. I want to trust God fully, but sometimes my heart just wavers, like when I pray and nothing changes, or when I read the Bible and it feels dry. Am I doing something wrong?
No, Grace, you're being honest, and God honors that honesty. Look at Psalm 13 for a moment. David cries out, "How long, O Lord?" He asks, "Will you forget me forever?" That's raw, real doubt right there. Yet David keeps talking to God. He doesn't turn away. He brings his questions to the Lord.
So it's okay to tell God I'm doubting? I thought I had to hide it, like I had to fake being strong.
Oh, Grace, God doesn't want fake. He wants your hearts, doubts and all. Hebrews 11:6 says, faith pleases God. But faith isn't pretending you're certain. It's trusting God enough to come to Him, even when you're unsure. Doubt can actually be a step towards faith.
That's a new way to think about it. But what do I do when I'm stuck? When the doubts just won't go away?
That's where we lean into God's Word and into honest prayer. Start by telling God what you're feeling, just like David did in the Psalms. Then ask Him for help. Jesus Himself said in Mark 9:24, "I believe, help my unbelief." That's a prayer God always hears.
I like that. It feels simple, not overwhelming. But what if I don't feel better right away? Sometimes I pray and still feel empty.
That's okay, Grace. Faith isn't about feeling perfect. It's about trusting God's character, even when your emotions lag behind. God's promises don't depend on your feelings. They're rooted in His unchanging truth. Isaiah 40:31 says, "Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength." Waiting doesn't always feel good, but it's where God meets us.
Waiting is so hard, though. I want answers now, Like, why is this happening? Why does God feel so far away?
I know that ache, Grace. It's part of being human. But here's what I've learned. God is never as far as He feels. Deuteronomy 31:8 says, "He will never leave you, even when you can't sense Him." Doubt doesn't mean God's gone. It means you're in a place to seek Him deeper.
Seek Him deeper? What does that look like?
It's staying curious about God. Asking questions, not running from them. Reading His Word, even when it's hard. Talking to other believers, like we're doing right now. Community helps us see God's truth clearly. And sometimes, it's just sitting in silence. Trusting God is working, even in the quiet.
I think I've been afraid to ask questions. Like I'd be letting God down. But you're saying it's okay to wrestle?
Absolutely, Grace. Wrestling with God draws you closer. Look at Jacob in Genesis 32. He wrestled with God all night, and God blessed him through it. Your doubts don't scare God. They're an invitation to know Him more.
That makes me feel lighter. Like, I don't have to have it all figured out. But I still worry I'm not strong enough. What if my faith isn't enough?
Grace, your faith doesn't have to be big. Jesus said in Matthew 17:20, "Faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains." It's not about the size of your faith. It's about the greatness of God. He's the one who holds you. not the other way around.
That's such a relief to hear. I've been trying so hard to be strong. Maybe I just need to rest in Him.
Exactly, Grace. Resting in God is faith in action. It's trusting He's enough, even when you doubt, and He's always enough.
I think I'm starting to see that. It's not about never doubting. It's about bringing my doubts to God and trusting He'll meet me there.
That's it, Grace, you're getting it. Doubt isn't the end of faith. It's often the beginning of a deeper trust. God uses our questions to grow us, to draw us closer to His heart.
I feel like I can breathe again, like it's okay to not have all the answers. I just need to keep seeking Him.
That's the heart of it, Grace. Keep seeking, keep knocking. Matthew 7:7 promises God will answer. Maybe not in the way you expect, but always in the way you need.
I'm going to hold on to that. It's like God saying, I'm here, even when I'm wrestling with doubt.
He's always there, Grace, and He's not afraid of your questions. He's big enough to handle them all.
Thank you, James. This really helped me today. I feel less alone in this.
I'm glad, Grace. That's why we're here, to walk this faith journey together, to point each other to God's truth.
I'm going to try praying honestly tonight, just telling God where I'm at, and trusting He'll meet me there.
That's a beautiful step, Grace. God delights in your honest heart, and He's already waiting for you.
You know, James, I think part of my struggle is life right now. With 3 kids, things are so chaotic. My 9-year-old is asking big questions about God. My 7-year-old is just full of energy. And my 3-year-old, well, she's a handful. I'm so tired, I don't always feel God's presence. It's hard to find time to even pray.
I hear you, Grace. Parenting is a holy calling, but it's exhausting. Those demands can make God feel distant. But let me remind you of something. In Matthew 11:28, Jesus says, "Come to me all you who are weary, and I will give you rest." That's a promise for you right now, even in the chaos of motherhood.
Rest sounds so good, James. But how do I find it when life's so full? I feel like I'm always running, always trying to keep up.
I get that, Grace. But rest in Jesus isn't just a nap. It's a rest for your soul. It's trusting He sees you in the mess. Even when you're wiping noses or answering big questions, He's with you in those moments. Every diaper change, every tough conversation, that's where He meets you.
That's beautiful to think about. God in the everyday stuff. But sometimes I feel like I'm failing my kids too. Like I should have all the answers for them. Especially when my 9-year-old asks why God lets bad things happen. I don't always know what to say.
Oh, Grace, that's such a real place to be. Those questions from kids can shake us. But you don't have to have perfect answers. You just need to point them to Jesus. Deuteronomy 6:6-7 tells us to teach God's truth to our kids. Not to have it all figured out, but to talk about God as you go through life. When you're driving them to school, or tucking them in at night. That's where faith grows, for them and for you.
That takes some pressure off. I've been so worried about saying the right thing, but maybe it's about showing them I'm seeking God too, like we're on this journey together.
Exactly, Grace. Your kids don't need a perfect mom. They need a mom who loves Jesus, who's honest about her struggles, and who keeps pointing them to Him. That's what plants seeds of faith. Even when you feel unsure.
I love that picture. Planting seeds even in my doubts. I think I've been afraid to let my kids see me struggle, like it would weaken their faith. But maybe it could help them.
It can, Grace. Kids learn faith by watching us trust God, even when we don't have all the answers. When they see you pray through doubts, or read the Bible, even when it's hard, that shows them what real faith looks like. It's not about being perfect. It's about being faithful.
Faithful, not perfect. I'm going to remember that. It feels like something I can actually do, even on the hard days.
That's the Spirit working in you, Grace. God gives us what we need for each day. Lamentations 3:22-33 says His mercies are new every morning. New strength, new grace, even when you're tired or doubting.
New mercies every morning? That's so hopeful. Like God's not tired of me yet, even when I'm struggling.
Never, Grace. God's love for you is steadfast. It doesn't waver when you do. Romans 8:38-39 tells us nothing can separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus. Not doubt, not fear, not exhaustion. His love holds you through it all.
That's so powerful. I think I've been carrying so much guilt. Like my doubts make me less of a Christian or less of a mom. But you're saying God's love doesn't depend on that?
That's right, Grace. Your doubts don't define you. God's love does. And He's working in you even now. Every time you bring your heart to Him, you're growing in faith, even if it feels small.
Small steps, I can do small steps. Like praying with my kids tonight. Even if I don't have all the answers, just being honest with them and with God.
That's it, Grace. The small steps are huge in God's eyes. He sees your heart. He sees your love for your kids. And He's using all of it to shape you and them.
I feel encouraged, James. Like I can keep going, even when it's messy, even when I don't feel strong.
That's the beauty of the gospel, Grace. It's not about our strength. It's about His. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Your weakness is where God's strength shines. In your doubts, in your tiredness, that's where He meets you.
His power in my weakness. That's so different from how I've been thinking. I've been trying to be enough on my own, but I don't have to be, do I?
No, you don't, Grace. God is enough for you, and He's enough for your kids. Just keep bringing your heart to Him. Keep seeking, keep trusting. He's faithful to meet you there.
I'm going to hold on to that. It feels like a weight's been lifted. Like I can just be honest with God and trust He's got me.
He's got you, Grace, and He's got your kids. You're not walking this alone. Thanks for watching Honest Faith Daily. Stay rooted in truth, walk in grace, and we'll see you tomorrow.